Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Welcome back to our EVS 2 class. Today we will continue with part 3 of lesson number 22, Who Fulfills Our Needs. So let us begin. Today we are going to learn what is an industry. In industries, raw materials are obtained and then they are processed to make new finished products. I repeat, in industries, raw materials are obtained and then they are processed to make new finished products. For example, children, sugar is manufactured from sugar cane. So, sugar cane is nothing but the raw material, and out of sugar cane, sugar is manufactured or sugar is made. So, sugar is called as finished products. Okay. So, in industries, raw materials are obtained and then they are processed to make new finished products. A potter making pots is a type of industry. Okay, a potter making pots is a type of industry. See, now we will see the process how pots are made. Fine. See, have you seen how a pot is made? Let us begin with the process. See, potter uncle first obtains good quality clay. Okay. Then to improve the quality of the pots, he mixes some other substances in the clay. Okay. To improve the quality of pots, he mixes some other substances in the clay. See, he mixes water in the clay and makes it soft so that he can shape. Okay. He mixes water in the clay and makes it soft and easy to shape. This is called kneading the clay. See, he turns the kneaded clay on a wheel to shape the pot. Fine. He turns the kneaded clay on a wheel to shape the pot. The pots are baked in a keel to make them hard. See children, this is nothing but keel. This is the kind of oven, you can say. Your mummy also uses to bake cakes. Okay. So this is a kind of oven or insulated chamber, thermal insulated chamber also we can say. Okay. In this the pots are baked. Fine. So this is called as keel. In this keel, the pots are baked to make them hard, and this is how the pots are made. Fine. Once again we will see this process, how the pots are made. See, potter uncle first obtains good quality clay. Then to improve the good quality of the pots, he mixes some other substances in the clay. He mixes water in the clay and makes it soft and easy to shape. This is called as kneading the clay. He turns the kneaded clay on a wheel to shape the pot. The pots are baked in a keel to make them hard. And see, this is how the pots are made. Okay, a ready pot you can see here. Fine. So this is nothing but the process of making pots. Okay. So what is the raw material here, children? Can you tell me? Very good. Clay is a raw material. And what is the finished product? Pot. Okay. Pots are the finished products. Okay. I hope this is clear to everyone. Good. See, in the pottery industry, clay is the raw material. Pots are the finished products. The process includes whatever is done to make the finished products, pots, from the raw material clay. Such a process is called industry. Okay, I repeat once again. In the pottery industry, clay is the raw material and pots are nothing but finished products. Okay, because pots are made out of clay. So, clay is nothing but the raw material and pots are finished products. The process includes whatever is done to make the finished products. Okay, finished products are pots from the raw material, and the raw material is clay. So such a process is called industry. Okay. Just as potter uncle makes pots out of the clay, Other items can be made out of wood, bamboo, flowers, etc. Okay. If the products are made at home on a small scale, it is called a cottage industry or handicraft. Okay. I repeat, just as potter uncle makes pots out of the clay, other items can be made out of wood. Out of wood furnitures are made. Yes, bamboo, no, out of wood bamboo furnitures are made. Different decorative articles, baskets are made out of bamboo. Okay. Flowers, different garlands are made from flowers, out of flowers. Okay. So if the products are made at home on a small scale, it is called a cottage industry or handicraft. And if the products are made in the factories or in the industries, then on a large scale, that are called as large scale industries. Okay, I repeat, if the products are made in the factories or in the industries on a large scale, okay, so then that is called as large scale industry. Okay, and if the products are made at home on a small scale, it is called as cottage industry or handicraft. Okay. See, some factories are big, for example, textile industries, sugar industries, fine. So, many people work there. No, if the factories are big, then manpower is required. Okay, many people are required to work there with the help of machines. Your school bus, bicycle, and paper from your textbooks and for your textbooks and notebooks are all products made in factories. I repeat, some factories are big. Many people work there with the help of machines. Your school bus, bicycle, and paper for your textbooks and notebooks are all products made in factories. All these products are made in the factories. Right? Now we are going to learn uh, about some industries that are in the Thane district, means our district. Okay, so Thane district major industries. See, first of all, look at the index. In index, what can you see? Matchbox production, cotton industries, power loom, steel, and milk. Okay, we have used some symbols, okay, to show different kind of industries. Fine. See, first of all, matchbox production. Okay, children, can you see here matchbox production? The symbol is used. Matchbox production, matchbox industries are there at Ambernath. Can you see? I have showed here with the arrow. No, with an arrow I have showed here matchbox production industries, which is at uh, Ambernath. Fine. Next is cotton. Cotton textile manufacturers are at Thane Waste. See, which is shown here. Fine. Then the next is power loom, which is at Bhivandi. Okay, power loom industries, which is at Bhivandi. Then steel manufacturers or steel industries are at Shahapur. And the last one is milk manufacture. See, milk manufacturers are at Murbad. Okay, so all these are industry, different kind of industries in Thane district. Okay, so this is about Thane district major industries. Fine, children. Now, use the table below to see how the raw material, industry, and finished products are linked. Okay, raw material are used to make finished products, and where are they made? Finished products are made in the industry. So, all these three types are linked together. Yes, so we are going to see now what are raw materials, what are finished products, and what are industries. Okay, see, now for example, sugar is finished product. Okay, and sugar is manufactured out of sugar cane. So sugar cane is the raw material, finished products are sugar, and the industry is called as sugar industry. Fine. Second, shirt, jeans, and frocks are called as finished products, and that are made up of, or that are manufactured out of cloth or out of cotton. No, so that is raw material, and the industry is called as garment industry. Fine. Next, finished products are baskets. Baskets are made out of bamboos. Okay, so that industry is called as basket industry. Okay, bamboo is called as raw material, and out of bamboo baskets are made. So baskets are nothing but finished products, and the industry is called as basket industry. Then the last one is biscuits or bread. These are finished products, and these biscuits and breads are made up of maida. So maida is nothing but raw material, and the industry is called as bakery industry. Fine, children. I hope this is clear. Once again, I will revise. See, first is sugar industry. Sugar is made out of sugar cane. So sugar cane is a raw material, and sugar is the finished product. Then second is garment industry, where clothes are made, finished products. That means shirts, jeans, frocks, different kind of clothes are nothing but the finished products. And cloth means cotton is nothing but the raw material. Then the basket industry. Baskets are made out of bamboo. So bamboo is nothing but the raw material, and baskets are finished products. Then the last one is bakery industry, where biscuits and breads are made out of maida. So maida is nothing but the raw material, and finished products are biscuits or bread. I hope this is clear to everyone. Very good. Just tell me now what you can see in the picture, children. First one is wheat crop. Okay. Second, fruits. Different kind of fruits are there. Then garland. Then car. The next picture is bread. Then pickle. Very good. Next is tire. And the last picture is about, means that is sugar. Okay. Fine. Which of the products in the pictures are grown in the fields, children? Yes. Wheat and fruits. Okay. Okay. Which of the products in the pictures are grown in the fields? Wheat and fruits. Fine. Okay. Which of the products can be made at home? Garland. We make garlands at home, and we make pickle. Mummies, they make pickle at home, right? Good. So here garland and pickles are the two products which can be made at home. Which products are made in factories, children? Car, tire, sugar and bread. Okay. These four products are made in the factories. Do you know? In some villages, towns and cities, certain occupations or industries are run on a large scale. These industries or occupations become famous because of the craft and the specialty of the product. For example, the Solapuri bedsheets of Solapur. Yes, children, Solapuri bedsheets are of Solapur. Solapuri bedsheets of Solapur are well known. Kolhapuri chappals of Kolhapur are also famous, and Paithani saris of Paitan are also very, very, very famous. Yes. Once again, I repeat, in some villages, towns and cities, certain occupations or industries are run on a large scale. So that means that are large scale industries. These industries or occupations become famous because of the craft and the specialty of that product. No? For example, Solapuri bedsheets of Solapur, Kolhapuri chappals of Kolhapur, and Paithani saris of Paitan. Now we'll see the pictures. See, these are the Solapuri bedsheets of Solapur. These Solapuri bedsheets are very famous of Solapur. Yes. Kolhapuri chappals. Yes, this everyone knows. Kolhapuri chappals of Kolhapur are very famous. Yes, these Paithani saris of Paitan. These saris are also very, very famous. No? Yes. Always remember, children, man has developed many occupations. Yes, man has developed many occupations. However, the materials he needs for these occupations are obtained from nature, and whatever the raw material, the material is required for this occupations are obtained from nature. And that is why nature, we need to respect our nature. Okay, because people obtain lot of things from nature only. That means everything is dependent on this nature. Raw material, basic things, that means raw material as well as the finished products. That is why we need to respect nature. Nature takes care of all the living beings. Nature takes care of the needs of all living beings. Yes, that is why we must respect nature. Once again, I will repeat. Man has developed many occupations. However, the materials he needs for these occupations are obtained from nature. That is why we need to respect nature. Nature takes care of the needs of all living beings. So people should respect nature. Fine. We need to preserve our motherland, because everything we obtain from this motherland only, from nature. So that is why people must respect nature. What we have learned, okay, this is the last part of the lesson. Okay, what we have learned in this lesson: occupations and industries develop out of the needs of human beings. Types of occupations and industries we have learned in this lesson. The importance of agriculture. What is meant by industry? Okay, what is meant by industry? And information about industries in the district. Information about industries in our Thane district. Okay, so all these points we have already discussed in this lesson. So children, here we have completed this whole chapter, that is lesson number 22. Okay, so keep revising, watch videos regularly. Okay children, and please be prepared. Now we'll see in the next class. Okay, till then, bye. Sai Ram.